Hello there, everybody. Sorry, as soon as I said that, I realised that my throat was not working. But yeah, hello everyone. Thank you very much, Grox, for the sub there. Thank you very much, and thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Just very much appreciated. It was yesterday that my birthday was. Oh, thank you, Mazu. And Destroyer for the subs. Thank you very much. And no worries. And Issa, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. But since I wasn't streaming yesterday, I feel like I'm allowed to call this stream the birthday stream, you know. And I hope you appreciate the suitably awkward looking GIF that I found to illustrate that. And thank you, Seamus. We have a hype train going. Excellent. But yeah, so what I'm going to do today, because it is my birthday. Well, it's the day after my birthday, but you know what I mean. I'm feeling I can treat myself. Is I'm just going to have a bit of a grab bag today. So I'm just going to start off straight away because it doesn't really take much brain power to play. I'm just going to have a quick run of Vampire Survivors. It's Boxing Wib Day. Yeah, no, that works. That works. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick run of Vampire Survivors whilst sort of waiting for the people to filter in and the like. And yeah, and we'll move on. I've got some other games to play that I sort of wanted to have a shot at. Yeah, don't worry, I know it's not on screen yet. I'm fiddling with some stuff. Okay. And thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. I do very much appreciate it. Let me just get this shit sorted because Nyan. I forget that fucking donation thing is in there. Thank you very much, Mazu. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Fucking Nyan. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, yeah. I need to fucking... How does this get captured? Oh. And thank you very much, there, Mod Hail, for $10. Happy Uteral Eviction Anniversary. Not sure how I feel about that choice of words, but I thank you for the money. And to Insert, thank you very much for the happy birthday. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, yes. Does that work? That does not work. Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Where are we?
Skulls for the skull throw!
Oh! No. Everything's wrong. No, this is bad. This is bad. What the fuck? Why is that capturing that screen? What is happening? Oh, yeah. Now I remember why. There we go. I did it, everybody. Fuck. Okay. Let me get on top of this shit. Jesus Christ. Che? Thank you very much. If this is after birthday, does this mean it is after birthday? Oh, fuck. Christ. Yeah, I should be playing Isaac. But thank you so much. Dude. That's very generous. Thank you. And thank you for the resub there, Primbles. And just from TF Nation, I hope you're having a great time. I do wish I could have been there this year, but just it didn't really line up. Hopefully next year. Hopefully Longfang and I can get down to TF Nation. That's a Transformers convention, by the way, to people who aren't as brain poisoned as us. But yeah, would love to go, and hopefully we can get it all lined up next year. Anyway, I'll start. I said I was going to do this just so I could like do this nice and simply. Okay. Noting down one of Wib's weaknesses: shouting afterbirth whilst he's streaming. Well, I mean, it's just a somewhat unnerving thing to say, I feel. Shit, what are we doing? You can play as a Kappa. Oh yeah, I realise, like, okay, so, like, I've done a lot in this game, as in, I've, you know, unlocked everything. Happy birthday, not sure if this is early or late, but you're great. Thank you so much for making one of entertainment and hosting one. Thank you, Yashi. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you, and thank you for the sub there. It was yesterday, my birthday, so. But thank you very much. But yeah, no, I've 100%ed like achieved all the shit in this game. So I have all the characters and the hidden characters and silly bollocks. But I thought I'd have a run just trying to earn some money. So let's do Gallo Tower. That's fun. Yeah. Come on. Eyeballs. There we go. The eyeballs appear. Okay. I'll turn the music up a bit, because the music is fucking rad. Is that about right, music-wise? Is the stuff... actually, that might be a little... The sound effects might be a little loud. So I might I'll turn those down a bit. So you can appreciate the music a bit better. So do you have a go-to build? Yeah... we'll see how I can do it managing to get that. Or at the very least I have like a sort of vague build that I'm just sort of whirling through now to just try and get there. Calvinish playing as Colin the Caterpillar. I am playing as a Colin the Caterpillar, yes. See, it all makes sense in the end. It's not just the character I was playing as because it's the easiest one to grind out a lot of money with. Hey, Unity. And thank you very much. But yeah, my go-to sort of thing is just to I'll generally try and go with the garlic. There we go. With the garlic, sometimes with the spinny Bibles, and try and get the things for your big weapons to defeat the end boss, and then I'll fill in the remaining things with whatever I've kind of got lying around. Because that's often, you know, a bit of fun. Also, let me know if the game starts absolutely, if the stream starts absolutely dying. Thank you everyone for the level 200. Because a lot of things can happen on the screen in this game once it starts getting to the end of the run, which takes half an hour. It's a pretty stable thing. Okay, alright. That will be my build. And game looks hard as a rock so far. Ah, good. Yeah, so and then Yeah, I've just kind of like slowly slipped into just this this thing of just playing the game in this kind of very specific way that seems to allow me to pretty consistently beat the end boss. So we shall hope that I can do that. But yes, I am playing as a Colin the Caterpillar. Although I believe his name's Sammy, isn't it? Possibly. I don't even know where I'll pull it up anymore. But yeah, this was I think this character was added in the last big update. There's actually a new one on the way, which is actually adding multiplayer, which should be very fun. I got... Right, yeah, I can... I've also ordered a Victorian gown. It looks like Mrs. outfit from Top 2. Well, that's a very classy look, so that should look great. Man, I was not really a fan of the John Sim Master. But I didn't know how I'd feel about Missy from like when she first showed up. But then it didn't take long, and then I was like, actually, she's pretty fucking great. So I was kind of bummed that she didn't stick around for very long. Funnily enough, I only actually got on well with the John Sim Master the moment that he appeared alongside Missy, and then when that happened, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he finally starts feeling like the Master. But yes, it also must be said that Missy's style, had a real sense of style. But Johnson Master was too OGT, but he did tone it down when he showed Missy. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, this bit of music is a lot louder than the other. So let me know if this is way too loud. Okay, let's do that. Also, if you do not play Vampire Survivors and are wondering what the fuck is happening on screen, feel free to ask any questions you may, because I appreciate that this is absolute nonsense. Ooh, noticed that. Oof. Oof. That sounds fucking rough. I was not aware of that person. I should have probably picked up the thing for getting more money, since this is a money run. Wasn't thinking. On autopilot. Johnson Master was my first master, and I really appreciate him across 10 and 10. I totally get, like, when it comes to, like, Doctor Who and stuff, because it's had so many iterations, you're probably always going to have a soft spot for your first, like, Doctor, your first master, like, your first iteration of it. I'm just a bit older, so... the Doctor Who I remember is like reruns of like Tom Baker and Sylvester McCoy and Peter Davison, and that kind of era is sort of what I think of. Not to say that I haven't enjoyed a lot of New Who. I mean, I'm one of those fucking weirdos who actually likes Peter Capaldi. So. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of his stories were shite, but I liked him as the Doctor, you know what I mean? we not supposed to like Peter Capaldi? Oh no, a lot of people don't. I like grumpy doctors because I'm one of those people that actually likes the William Hartnell doctor quite a lot. Because I kind of like him being a grumpy bastard. Capaldi's up to the best chemistry with Bill. Yeah, no, the season with Bill, like, I really wished we'd have had like another season of that. I thought they worked really well together because I think one of the big problems that with like that sort of era is that Clara just dominates the fucking show, and it's not a problem to have a character like doing that, but the problem is that she was kind of domineering in the same way that kind of the Doctor is over a story, and so you had two kind of characters that sort of filled the same roles, and when you've got more than one of them, it's kind of a bit fucking annoying. Personally, I felt anyway. Thank you, Penguin. Sub, thank you very much. And thank you. But I mean, the thing is, like, it's all just Stephen Moffat shit, ain't it? Like, what's his face, Matt Smith. Like, I quite liked him as the Doctor. I thought he had some fucking terrible episodes, and I just hate the way that the show was ran at that point. But I like him as the Doctor. Like, I actually don't think, although admittedly, I've only seen like a couple of episodes of Jodie Whittaker's run, so I can't make a fair assessment of her. I've generally quite liked most, like, the people who've played the Doctor. They're generally let down more by their scripts than by the actual actors, you know? But then every now and again, Moffat will do something very good. The weird little time-looped castle episode where it's pretty much just Capaldi on his own. That is a very memorable episode, and that's from deep in that run. You know, I feel like this game is a ridiculous level of overstimulation at all times, but it compels me. Oh, if anyone's wondering why there's these little things that I am not picking up, it's because they spawn a bad guy, and I do not wish to deal with them just yet. It's with Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, it's Chris Chibnall's showrunner. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I find most fascinating about, like, new Doctor Who especially, is that in a lot of ways, the showrunner is far more, like, how the show feels has got a lot more to do with the showrunner than, like, the Doctor. Like, whichever Doctor it is. But, you know, it's the thing, isn't it? Like, that's, like, someone brought up Colin Baker, and, like, he's another one where there's a lot of people who really like him as the Doctor, but his scripts are kind of shit. So I think that's quite a fun thing about Doctor Who, that there's a lot of, that it's completely possible to have your favourite Doctor only exist in terrible episodes. But yeah, I do mean to get around to watching the Jodie Whittaker stuff at some point. Just not got around to it. Been too busy watching, what have I been watching recently? Old episodes of Most Haunted. Because it's funny. I actually watched an episode of that was set in our hometown, where they visited a haunted pub that we had literally played multiple gigs in. Didn't seem very haunted to me, although its sound setup was really nice. Any tips on getting more gold? Oh, if you can get the character of if you've got the character of Sammy unlocked, who I think you get from killing 6,000 of him, in the like last I can't remember what fucking level does he. Oh yeah, I should really pick up the thing, shouldn't I? Yeah, you unlock the character from beating 6,000 of him when he appears in a level. Yeah, as you can see, he just gains money from killing things, so he's a very good thing to grind out money. With the right setup, you can get about. It's not impossible to get like 250,000 gold in a single run like that. I will not be doing that this run because I've got to pick up the extra money thing. But it is a thing you can do. Hey, Longfang. Hope you are doing okay. Strange New Worlds. Oh yes, I did watch the latest episode of that, which is the 10th episode, so I presume that's the last one this season, and we're ending on a cliffhanger. Yeah, that is very, very good. I will give Strange New Worlds this, and I have complimented it greatly over the course of this season and its last season. So far, I think it is the Star Trek show with the best batting average of good episodes, but it has also only had 2 seasons, so, you know. And in total it has, you know, less than what would have been one complete syndicated season of, like, the old shows, so it's not a particularly good comparison. But I really enjoy how it does that thing where it's a prequel, and even though it contains, you know, it is a prequel, and therefore you know characters are definitely going to survive the story, I've always got to give a show credit for when it does that, and you still go, oh shit, how are they going to get out of this one though? Like, fuck, man, fuck. But yeah, so, real good. And I did wonder, Longfang, I did wonder. Also, Jeffrey Combs. I don't think we've had Jeffrey Combs. He's been in Lower Decks, of course. He's been in a couple of episodes of Lower Decks. I do want Jeffrey Combs. I heard him described the other day on the channel Scaredy Cats doing a look back at the Reanimator movies, which is that Jeffrey Combs. There are only 2 kinds of people, which is people for whom Jeffrey Combs is one of their favourite actors, and people who are not familiar with him. It is hard to imagine somebody who knows who Jeffrey Combs is and is not always happy when he shows up. Love Jeffrey Combs in From Beyond. Yeah, From Beyond's fun. From Beyond's fun. I mean, it's full of upsettingly moist puppetry, but Snipe doesn't get on well with that, so... Reanimator is such a stupid movie. Reanimator's absolutely great. If you want some fun, read the original H.P. Lovecraft short story. It's fucking shit. It's really shit. And I generally enjoy Lovecraft's work, despite him being, you know, a piece of shit. Would you and Snipe, I hope you're not doing well. Where would we be without Jeffrey Combs? Well, Star Trek would be a lot worse for one. We're doing okay, thank you, Henry, and thank you for the sub. How's the stream holding up with all the shit happening on screen, by the way? I wouldn't... Have people been donated to wish you a happy birthday, or do I need to get the stick? People have, as you can see, or the donations from August so far have all been from this stream, so people have been very nice to me. I'm very grateful. Surprisingly stable, oh thank. Like, considering that it is difficult to process all of the shapes happening on screen for me when it is rendering right in front of me. But yeah, the original Reanimator story was printed in a magazine and it was paid for, like, by the word. So, that says a lot about why it gets written in a way that is definitely paid for by the word. It's not great. Only parts of Reanimator related media I've experienced is the song Move Your Dead Bones from one of the movies. Yes, that is a music video produced for Beyond Reanimator, the third movie that was made in like 2003, I think. And it is a hilarious dance song made to tie into Reanimator of all things. Oh, thank you, Poirot. Thank you, Plasma. I've never seen this game and I'm totally lost. At this point, honestly, there is so much happening on screen that... I mean, I can explain what's happening, but I don't know if it'd help. Okay, I need to kill this thing so I can actually get upgrades. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure you're winning. I am indeed winning. I'm indeed winning. Hold on. Is the meter trying to go down at the bottom? It is trying to go down. But because I'm using a character... Okay, so... Because it's stopped, I can explain what's happening a bit. So, the bottom thing is I've got gold fever, which means that you gain gold from killing things. And the more gold you gain... the bar kind of stays up. So you kill things faster, you can keep it going for longer. Now, this character gains gold by killing things anyway, so it gains a lot of gold all the time. So it means that it takes a lot for gold fever to go down. So it's really, really good for grinding out money. And since what I'm trying to do in the game currently is to take the single weakest character and see how much I can buff them, yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, I'm going to return to the madness. Christ, I'm at like level 170 and I'm only 14 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is, okay. Yeah, this runs, yeah, alright. Okay, if your screen is slowing down, that's not you. That's on my end. There is too much happening on the screen currently. Oof. Okay, this run ended up being a bit more chaotic than I thought it would be. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh man. Yeah, the game is I'm hurting it. Oh. We get the nice break while the flashy numbers happen. You can sort of see how it's very easy to get very addicted to this game, considering that, like, it is just stimulation. But yeah, okay. Yeah, on reflection, maybe not the best idea to have done a money grinding run and trying to stream it. Perhaps turn the game down a bit. Okay, yeah, actually that's a good point. There you go. You get mostly the music. Would you still let me generate gold if I was a worm? Not quite. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I'm sort of used to the noises, so I forget how. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, this is what the game looks like when you have played it a lot and you've got all the upgrades unlocked and yeah. Oh, happy birthday again. What is the level cap in a single run? There isn't one that I have found. I think the highest level I ever managed was about, I think, just shy of 600, and I think I've only ever got over 400 that one time. So I might break 400 again here. And thank you very, very much for chipping in again. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. And I just noticed that meant that we hit $100. 69. Thank you very much. Game feels what the screen is showing on a deranged pachinko machine by an evil wizard. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Game kind of sounds like one of those gambling machines and pubs turn up with the interval demo. Yeah, actually, this is the thing. Like, one of the things this game does really well is that what it effectively does, and you're sort of okay with it doing this, is that it stimulates the same sort of urges that you get from, like, opening loot boxes. Oh my fucking god, the game is really shitting itself. Oh man. Oh, I've never seen it this bad before. But also, that number in the middle is getting very big. I can't abandon this run. I'm earning too much money from it. But yeah, it stimulates the same sort of thing as like you get from microtransactions, from opening loot boxes and all that. But the game costs a couple of quid, and the only quote-unquote microtransactions are for a couple of expansions for it that cost like £1.50. Like, yeah, I have endless time for this game. Will you get over level 400 or will the game die? I have never seen the game die. I've never seen the game die. So we'll see, won't we? The levels are slowing down a bit, so maybe it won't go quite. I might not quite get to 400. It's difficult to say because obviously you take more the longer you go. Although this might be my single best earning run I've ever done, because the best one I did was yesterday, and that was, I think, 260,000 in one run, and I'm already at 214. So, yeah, okay. Wasn't expecting this. Christ. Huh. I feel like the polar opposite of this right now is to talk about the not overly stimulating thing that I've been doing, which is that I got a small model train set for my birthday, and so I've been playing with that and having a lot of fun. Just like one of the little beginner sets, but you know those cost a fortune because nothing about model trains is cheap. But yeah, which means that I've been able to. I'm going to start the process of trying to revive all the trains I had as a tiny little kid. So I've got a handful of trains and a bunch of rolling stock from them, as well as like buildings and stuff like that. Like, I unfortunately don't have anywhere to have like a permanent setup or anything, but you know, getting those things living again will be it'll be important to me because it was my granddad that made my train set for me, and we finally hit the end of the gold fever. But yes, I'm going to try and restore this because yeah, it was my granddad that built them, and like you know, it's from a very particular time, and like my granddad died when I was quite young, so it's a little bit of like an era of my life that I've not really known for like a quarter of a century, so yeah, that's gonna be really nice. I had a moment like with because obviously my old trains, none of them currently run. Most of them have some life in them, but obviously the mechanisms are all seized, so they need to be completely dismantled and cleaned before they even have a chance of running. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get all those up and running. I am thinking of doing some videos of restoring them, not because like you know, content creator brain. I must monetize every hobby because you know bills got to be paid, but more just because it is something that's really important to me, and so being able to like catalog restoring it back to life feels like it would be a nice thing to do. So yeah. Was it Hideous Queen's funeral? No, no, it wasn't that train that's like the in memory of Queen Elizabeth train. No. All my stuff is in 00 scale. I believe that one's an HO scale, which is bigger scale but runs on the same track because it's narrow gauge but at a bigger scale, so it runs on 00 track. It's a whole thing. Have you heard of T gauge? Is that the TT stuff that's the slightly smaller stuff? Because that does look fun. I do really like this. Is it N scale? That's the really tiny stuff. That's adorable. But yeah, so you'll probably see some train stuff soon. Fun fact: it is HO scale, but the wheel on the wheels, but the body is bigger. Oh man, okay, yeah. There's a good video of that on a YouTube channel called Sam's Trains for people that don't know what we're talking about. I presume other ones have seen a video. Other people have got videos on it, but that's the one that I have seen. So, and I know it's okay. Let's see if we can get the. Ah, dang it. Ah, well. Don't think any of these are actually relevant, really. Fuck it, whatever. One of the good things about this game is that it is possible to play it and be looking at chat at the same time. So you know this is a good game for multitasking once you've got to this sort of level of it, because there's very little that can kill me. Oh, T gauge is a really tiny one. Oh, okay, okay. I'm thinking of, yeah, because Hornby's been doing a TT scale stuff, which is a bit smaller, but not like super small. Ooh. What shall we have? What shall we have? Let's do that. So I saw something yesterday that I'm solid tempted by. Turns out one of the KO Transformers companies makes an MP10 with the diecast in Voyager scale. Ooh, yeah, that'd be... Yeah, yeah, I can understand. I can understand the temptation there. Very much. Oh, I don't know if people saw, but some of my friends got me a... got me a Wild Wheel, the Transformer with a removable cowboy hat for my birthday. 40 quid for a Voyager scale, like, masterpiece. Yeah, that would be pretty tempting. I can understand. Really just depends on how good a knockoff really, isn't it? Be honest, how many Transformers do you put the hat on? Not as many as you'd think. Not as many as you'd think. Oh, thank you, Megas. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh, it's sort of an irrelevant point that we sailed past, but yeah, this is officially the best earning run I have ever done in this game ever. So, yeah, that's cool. We should build Autobot sub-faction based entirely around agricultural machinery. It can be the Transformers. You see, there's very few agricultural things. The only one I can think of offhand is Thunderhoof, who is voiced by Frank Stallone, of all people. And he turns into a tractor and has deer antlers in his robot mode. Are there any other like farming equipment ones? I think. I think so. Things get really intense in games like this. I'm just thinking, wow, I can almost see the pixels. Oh man, yeah. A lot is happening, right? The Transformers really missing out the combat capability of a Combine Harvester. I feel they are. I feel they are. I would like to see what they do. Although I can sort of understand it. That is a fairly complex shape. Although I say that, but like, fucking sometimes they do manage to completely mess up a Transformer who basically just turns into a rectangle. So, you know, fuck it, why not try? I think Common Hubs might be kind of brutal for an Autobot. No one said that we can't have a Decepticon farmer. You could have maybe you could have a combiner team where the central one is a Combine Harvester. Oh my fucking Jesus. Okay, yep, the game is very upset with me right now. Oh, this run is fucking ridiculous. Oh, thank you for the sub there, Carl. It just told me that on screen. Thank you, Penguin, for gifting them a sub. And thank you, Little Pink Bowser, for the sub. Thank you very much. Frame rate is literally shit itself. Yeah, don't worry, it is on my end as well. Like, this is the most ridiculous money grinding run I have ever done. This is over 100,000 more than I have ever earned in one shot. It will be over soon. The final boss appears at the 30-minute mark. And then I will be moving on to a game that is less everything. 180k kills. I know, yeah, this is a fucking... yeah, this run. Yeah, I don't know if I'll hit... if I'll be able to hit the 400k, level 400, because I've slowed down a bit, but maybe. Actually, it is starting to pick up again. I mean, you might hit 400k. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, don't you worry your little cotton socks about that. I think that might be the most. This might be the most kills I've had in a single run as well. I don't think I've ever broken 200,000 before. Christ. Okay. This is a fairly notable run for me for just one I just started up just as something to start the stream with. All right. Okay. Yeah, we passed 400k. And it's a run with a fucking caterpillar. Oh, there's so many stupid characters you can play as in this game. Like, the caterpillar isn't the stupidest one. There is one character that is literally a tree. And it moves at the slowest pace of anything in the game. As you will not be surprised to learn. And yes, I have done a complete run with the tree. Yeah, I won't be hitting level 400, but yeah, this is the most kills, most money run I have ever done. And fucking Christ. Okay. God knows how much I would have got if I'd got that one extra upgrade for money. Well. I wouldn't have picked up one of the other upgrades I got to do that, and so maybe that is one of the things that helped tip me over into this being such a ridiculous run. So yeah, okay. Just over a minute left. Let's see what. Yeah, in the corner you can see the weapons I'm using, and the numbers underneath them say how many times they've been upgraded. So I've got weapons that have been upgraded one of them's been upgraded just shy of 70 times. So that's Ooh, it's getting a bit. Not entirely certain where the level is right now, but yeah, this has got a bit much. You wanna maybe give me a little bit of room? No? Just this is just what we're doing now? Okay, cool. I mean, you can just make out the edge of the level there. The level is in the general area. Yeah, just around somewhere. Jesus Christ. Okay, okay. There we go. You can't tell because of all the shit on the screen, but I'm being attacked by death. Okay, there's 2 deaths. Okay. Kind of need to get out of the way of the blue one. I have very specific upgrades that mean that I am incredibly hard to hurt and can stun things, which is the easiest way to kill that, which is the final boss. Yeah, so Yep. And then if you do beat the final guy, then you get then this will happen. Colin the Caterpillar has killed death itself. You cannot do anything to this. It just attacks you. It just does this. Okay. I can technically revive myself, but there's no point. Well, okay, that was a little bit more of an extreme run than I was thinking it would be. Well, okay. So, yeah. So that's Vampire Survivors. If you haven't played it, I can wholly recommend it. I have spent like 180 hours playing this fucking thing over the course of this year. It's a really good game to just idly play with one hand whilst you're listening to a podcast. What you do with the other hand is entirely up to you. And yeah, oh yeah, I did mean to say, yeah, in relation to the silly characters and stuff, yeah, there is a lot. Like, there's a lot of, you know, kind of fantasy archetypes and things. And then you get, there's Ghosts, one of which is called Toasty, who starts off with only 3 health, but I've been slowly upgrading him as much as possible, because I thought it would be funny. And so he's now got 10 health, so he's getting better. And werewolves, there's a tree, there's Missingno, there's a bird, there's King Ghidorah but blue, there's Death himself. There's a Tanuki. There's a Kappa. A ghost. There is, of course, just a question mark. Which isn't random select, it is literally a question mark. A lot of them are based on Castlevania characters. They are, yes. Well, please don't make me think sexual thoughts about Colin the Caterpillar. It makes me upset and confused and also weirdly sticky. Hey. What you feel about Colin is perfectly natural, and I would not stand in the way of that. Wait, all this choice and you didn't play as the fucking Kappa. He doesn't have my favorite a weapon I particularly care for. This is his starting weapon. I mean, I've played him enough to get 18 golden eggs, although I'm aware that means nothing to a lot of you. And he doesn't grind out money as in the ridiculous way that thingy does. And I did not want to do that. I'm just going to go and quickly grab myself a drink. And then we shall move on to another game. Okay, I return. I've got a moment of downtime. I do just want to say thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it as the post-birthday boy. And yeah, thank you everyone for the subs and donations and stuff. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I am going to spend it on like model train tracks. You are aware of this, right? I need to get some first radius corners so it'll all fit on my kitchen table for like testing purposes. I know that's very tight, but most of the things I've got to test are like just 040s and stuff. So it works out right. Again, I have no idea. This train shit is going to become a problem. You know, actually, the thing is, it's probably not going to, because it is just too expensive of a hobby to be, like, into. I can't really afford it. What I can afford is to fix everything I've already got. and get a few little bits of track so I can, you know, get some, you know, new corners and get a couple of points so I can put some sidings in so I can have, you know, I can have fun doing a bit of shunting. You know, I look forward to you painting them. There are some stuff that I do need to paint, because they are a bit knackered and old, and I'm probably going to do that. It's too expensive with my friend. You have 40k. So, oh, Talix, model trains are in another league. You can spend £200 on a single locomotive. That's not standard or anything. That is the higher end of like the well, I say the higher end, but that's like the sort of like, you know, yeah. It's stupid expensive. Even a basic little train, little engine will cost you like 80 quid. If it's, you know, not one of like the real cheap like starter set ones. Yeah. Model trains are stupid expensive. If you really want like just ridiculous expense, oh fuck, what's it called? Oh, what's the scale up? The like relatively big scale. Fuck, it's fallen out of my head. But once you start getting to the larger scale stuff, that's like you're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds on just a basic loco. It's ridiculous. Anyway, speaking of that, I was going to play a little train-related game that a friend of the channel, Hobbytan, sent to me like a week or so ago. Because they had the spare code, and they thought it'd be something I might like. This probably won't be one I'll play for very long, because I think it is just a silly little game. But I want to try it out. So yeah. Okay, add-ons, I'm not going to look at that. It's obviously got a whole workshop thing going on. Let's just see the game. Avoid train crashes. That is generally smart. So not going to lie, I think you'll probably really enjoy Duff Romantic. I do not know what that is, so maybe I would. Who knows? No, tell me how to play. First, let's turn on track building mode. Okay, so I've got to connect that to... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 No, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just train car with 2. Okay. We'll deal with that in a second. I'm working out how the fucking thing works. You're over tutorializing me. Leave me be. Okay. Do I have to go round? Fuck it. Okay. Okay. Okay, after all that, the little train is fucking adorable. I love the little train. Okay. Can I just... There we go. I worked it out. Your logs are ready. Get them back to the city. Okay. The sawmill requires workers and logs to produce boards. Now let's connect the sawmill to the city. Well, that's simple because I put that there. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you very much. I thought the game was yelling at me. Okay. Oh. Oh wait, I need to connect that to that. And, oh, okay. 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 Okay, so I understand now. I understand the issue. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I made this way more complicated than it needed to be. But you know what? I have figured out the videoed game now, I think. I did a level. I did a level. Oh. Returned from doing a sauna. Oh, very nice. A perfect score. A perfect 3 out of a perfect 2 out of 5. Okay, I know a little bit more what we're doing now. Okay. Okay, so we have the town, and that wants that. So if we go. Okay, so we send the workers over there. And then we also need workers over there. Oh, yeah, I don't have money. That'll do it. Right, now let's send. Does that need more? Oh wait, that needs grain as well, which gets from which I need from over there. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I need to get more money. There we go. That is how they intended it, right? And then we do that, and then we send that. Which means we are now producing cow. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I need to do that the other way. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we return cow. Oh. Okay. Not enough funds. Ah, shit. Ah, fucked it, lads. It's a solid chiller game. Yeah, no, I am enjoying this. This is just because I think I did play the first one and I don't think I got on with it super well. I don't know if this is actually any different really, or if I'm just, you know, in a bit of a different sort of headspace for it. But yeah, I am digging it. I just need to... Okay, I now have both trains back, and now I can... And if I send that back that way, that should go in there, take the cow, and then take that over here. Oh, no. I didn't think it would just automatically come straight back out. Oh, man. I fucked this up real bad. Yep. Fuck that up. Could repair the two truck. I was not seeing that. I am being overwhelmed by information. Yeah, because I've got... Yeah. I was reading it from bottom to top rather than top to bottom, so I was seeing it more as a... Okay. We'll do the same basic setup, but you know. Oh, you don't want that, do you? Okay. That doesn't need that anymore. Okay. Cows cannot save you now. Okay, can I get a thing all the way over there for that? Yes, excellent. All right. We are now producing cattle. I have real trouble telling when it's going to do the thing. There you go. Sometimes they do things automatically and sometimes they don't. Or at least that's how it feels. I assume there's something that I am missing there. That's what causes it. Okay, that's what it's because they're not. Don't you need a cow? You need cow. Or it's because they want. Oh, they need grain first. Okay, okay. I was just misunderstanding certain conceits of the thing. I thought this was just like its complete list, but no, it's like underneath, so it needs that to need that. Okay, okay. I understand now. I understand. Now, you need cow. See, we are now in a cow-based economy. Okay. Yeah, I've sailed past the actual time I'm supposed to, you know, like to get the actual upgrades. But it's probably fine. Snake ever told us about the cow economy. See, that's the thing. We have to learn somehow. Okay, so that needs. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're figuring it out. Kinda. Probably. I did it with 0 stars. I'm that good. Okay. Okay. Well, I was just gonna have a quick shot at this. Just a little shot at this. Oh, but this seems like a cute game. Like I'm not very good at it, but like this seems pretty cute, and there's like a few levels that you level up in time, so that's fun. There's a dinosaur and some elephants. Yeah. Thank you very much, psychologist. Once again, I sub. Feast upon my benevolence, mortals. Thank you very much. But no, that seems like a cute little game. A cute little game. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. And what are the add-ons? Oh, okay, so there's stuff you can buy if you must. 'Cause I think it is a. I think this might have been a mobile game originally, and there's fucking user-created levels and stuff. So there's a fair amount of shit you can get in this. So yeah. I don't think it's a particularly expensive game, so yeah. Oh, thank you, AC. Thank you, AC. Thank you very much. There is also apparently Train Valley World coming out, so that's a thing. Okay. Well, yeah, that was a cute little game. And one of the achievements I got was called "Get Out of My Way." So that's good. I don't suppose you have any other train-related games. Just curious, all of a sudden. You know, I don't have many. Because I had a look. I thought that might be a fun thing for this stream, because obviously I've been doing the stuff. The only other train game I've got, I do have Train Valley 1. That I only played for like 10 minutes and just couldn't really get on with. For whatever reason. There's Train Station Renovation. You know, that game that I think I completed on stream. And the only other one I've got is Train Simulator 12, which I looked earlier is from 2011. So, yeah. Hey, Sophia. No one gifted you any of the train sims, I'm sure. No, although to be fair, I don't know how well I'd get on with like an actual full-on train sim. I think that might be too much for me. I don't know, is there... Let me have a look. Is there like a train... I'll tell you what. Let's just, because we're just fucking around now. Boom. Let's see, is there like a model... Let's see what kind of model railway games there are. Model railway easily. That seems like a normal sentence. A model railway builder with true 3D graphics. Place the highly detailed objects on different landscapes and create exciting model railway layouts. Start your trains and enjoy this fully functional model railway simulator. Okay. Check out Rolling Line. Oh, yeah. That's firing off a neuron. Let's just have a quick look at some of the other ones. What else we got? Apparently, Railway Empire. Oh yeah, shit. I remember playing this, and again, it was a game I just didn't really get on with very well. I should probably give it another shot at some point, because that does kind of look like something I'd like. Yeah, a lot of trains and transport fever. Model railway easily Christmas. Oh, there we go. Rolling Line. Oh. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, it's a low poly nature. It's very cute. Oh, I especially like this, like with the rusted stuff. That looks real fun. It's apparently overwhelmingly positive. I like you can see the edge of the table as well. That's quite cute. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that at some point. What else we got? We got anything? Diesel Railcar Simulator. Oh, with an icon like that, I've got to check it out. Oh. Okay. I should probably like this. There you go. You got some sound effects. Okay, so yeah, it's just a pretty standard kind of simulator game. Okay, so there is a few. Gary Grigsby's War in the West. Trains Plus, Train Simulator, Eep. This is apparently one, yeah, for another thing that's a bit of a train set, like more of a train set than like a game. Okay. So yes, there are a lot. There are a lot. Railroad X, I'm enjoying in its name at least. Oh, long fact, no, it does. I am not nudging chat. This is just, I'm literally just curious. I'm literally just curious. Oh, well, that person fucking sucks, don't they? Ooh. Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's... It is not a controversial opinion. Oh, unfortunately, it's a more controversial opinion than I think it's supposed to be. But transphobes should get in the fucking sea. Okay. Next thing I am going to play is a little game we picked up ages ago, and I don't know if it's going to work properly, but we'll find out. Which is a game called Ring Runner Flight of the Sages. We're 2 minutes away from the sea and they'll not get in it. God, fucking transphobes are so fucking lazy as well, aren't they? They don't even have the good decency to hurl themselves, like, off the end of a pier into the ocean. Press any button on preferred input device. Oh, yeah, this might be a controller jobby. Yeah, okay, give me one sec. We're not appearing on screen. OBS, is this not a thing we're doing? Okay. It's gonna be one of those ones where I've gotta do some fiddling. Cool. I mean, you picked up earlier, but you won't now, because, fuck me, I guess. Okay. Sorry, stuff is happening, I'm just doing it behind the scenes. That is totally how the game is supposed to work. Do you want to stop doing that? Okay, fuck this. Give me one second. Let us do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Now, sorry about this. I will just need to be 1 second just whilst I get this fucking... Yeah. There we go. The flickering stops when it's full screen. Okay. Okay. I'm very sorry about that. That was not my intention. Let's, okay. Okay. I want to assure you this menu does not feel how it was supposed to. Okay. Right, so this is supposed to be like kind of a space, like a kind of space shooter / RPG kind of affair, and I was just kind of, when I was flicking through games, I saw it and I was just intrigued. Then it tried to induce a fucking epileptic seizure in anyone susceptible to that. So, you know, it's taken one knock so far. And I apologise for that. But let's see. You know what? I'm just going to set it on rookie. Because that's too many difficulty options. That's too many. That's too many. Or more accurately, that's too many to be that fucking vague. What is this? Where am I? I was going to ask you that. Who said that? I can't see you. Don't worry, you haven't lost your mind. Well, maybe just a little piece over there. Isn't this just like the start of fucking Dark Future Blood Red States? Have you had a final station? It's more of a survival game, but main thing revolves around a train. Might have been. Is that the one where you get like attacked by the mutant train? Oh, that's cool to hear, AC. I was just talking about the latest series of Star Trek Strange New Worlds earlier in the stream, in fact. That's right, moving for me. I'm Nero. You're Nero. Oh, okay, no, I've had something inserted into my brain rather than my brain being inserted into something else, so it's not like Dark Future. I'm confused. Yes, questions. Get to those later. Right now, there are more pressing concerns. Like the abandoned ship alarm and the constant sound of explosions. Who's attacking us? Should I know? I was just born. You're the adult. You're the one that decided to come into this unscrupulous place for a bargain bin brain surgery. Was a tattoo or piercing not exciting enough for you? I don't remember any of it. It must have been some party. Now follow the dock sign before the bombs void my warranty. Oh. We've got a capital H sense of humour going off here. Oh, someone just left a Mercury here. Maybe it belonged to me. I know that's something I like about you. I'm not saying that because I'm in your head. You're a pilot. I assume you know how to fly one of these things. Maybe. Just getting hit thrust. You amnesiac caricature. AC, I'm going to disagree with the experts. I like the motion picture, and 5 is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. And I think you are missing out part of the experience. Like none of them are that bad. Punch it. Okay, which one is it? And if you miss out the very first Star Trek movie, you miss out on some of the most gorgeously photographed model work done in quite some time. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna say maybe having like a light grey ship on a lightish grey background may be an issue for the tutorial level. But I mean, what do I know? Ooh, this handle's weird. There's a weird amount of inertia to it. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay. Who are they? A couple of ring runners, reason enough to distrust them. Just get us out of here. Okay. Friends? Okay. Let's go before they start asking questions you can't answer. Yeah, I think it is a mistake to make your first ship be like this neutrally colored thing, like kind of white and blues, like maybe like a light gray with a bit of blue, and then yeah, doesn't feel wise if that's just the color scheme the whole thing is. The cage one, yeah. The cage is not really what you're supposed to see first, really. Yeah, some places put it up as the first episode, and you shouldn't. It's not really what's supposed to be there because obviously it gets recontextualized as the menagerie. Is it season 2? I think they do that in. Okay, just hold steady. Okay. Well, that was definitely a thing. Technically, the first proper episode is the Man Trap. Is that the Gary Mitchell one? Because I think that's the first. Was that the first aired one? I'm not good on the names of TOS episodes, to be honest. City on the Edge of Forever is fucking great. City on the Gary Mitchell one is also a pilot. So Star Trek's the original series is a bit fucky like that. But now City on the Edge of Forever is great. So a lot of people say that City on the Edge of Forever might be the best episode of Star Trek, and whilst it is not my favourite by a long shot, well, not by a long shot, but it's not my favourite, but I also wouldn't argue with someone saying that it was the best episode, you know? We did a whole podcast about it once. We have a situation, why do you news fire straight into a field turrets? Said hold steady, that's what it is. I'm already kind of bored of this. That's your targeting line. Okay, yep. It's fucking fantastic. Oh yeah, like it is an amazing episode. Like, yeah, I'd probably put it in my. It would definitely be in my top 5 episodes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just fucking different. You see, I knew a guy at college, and using Game Maker Studio, because I was in a software development class, so, you know, this was the type of shit that we just you know, happens a lot there. He was trying to make a game that was effectively like, what if Asteroids was an RPG? And one of the things that he did was... Yeah, okay. Was that... he kept the aesthetic of like a very old school like Asteroids. Like he kept that same kind of general aesthetic, but just kind of added to it, and that meant that like even though what he was doing was kind of a bit weird and janky like this, it had a certain charm to it. Whereas like, I don't know, this is leaving me very cold. Even though I'm notionally kind of appreciating... like, notionally appreciating what's happening here. Wrath of Khan is kind of required viewing. Yes, yes. The Kelvin timeline, the 3 movies from 2009 onwards are... They are the interesting thing of being like one movie that's fine, one movie that's fucking terrible, and one movie that's actually one of the most fun Star Trek movies they ever made. It's a mixed bag of a it's a mixed bag, shall we say, of a like corner of the franchise. Okay, I'll give one more level a go and see if we get anything that, like, it starts going, because, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. Yeah, seems very pleased with itself. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I'd say less dialogue, because I don't care. Okay. Like, there's some tech going on here. Like, you can really dodge around and stuff, which is quite interesting when you actually go to work. But it is, yeah, just like, it's just so drab looking. It's just, the UI is just so nothing. There we go. Ooh, okay. Oh no, I have been slowed down. Ah. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. I think this would be helped a lot if it was just prettier. Like I know, obviously, like you know, looks aren't everything for a game, but like it is your way of interacting with the world, is seeing things, and so if it all looks a bit dull. Also, I can't say I like. There's a lot of shit on the UI, and I can't say much of it really helps me tell what's going on. Like the shield location, like I don't know. That's a really alien like angle for me to like interpret things. Let me get out of here for a second. Let the shield regenerate. But it just feels a little bit alien. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't help I'm not very good at it either. That you know, is obviously an issue. But just kill this cube. It's being a dick for whatever reason. There we go. Got more. Okay. Now I'm bored of this. I'm bored of this. I wanted to give it a shot because it felt like, you know, it's something I hadn't tried before, but yeah, yeah, and that's not really digging that. But you know what? We tried something, and sometimes I think, you know, we gather so much guff in our Steam libraries. From bundles and stuff, that sometimes I think you just got to try what you got in there, and sometimes it works out well, sometimes it doesn't. Alright. So, how long have we got? Okay, I think we'll play one more game. We'll play one more game. This one will probably be for a little bit longer. Guess we will wrap up the evening, provided I'll leave that turned on properly. No, I didn't, but I have fixed it now. We'll just play a little bit of Satisfactory to sort of like wrap up the day. Because I've not actually played any of the level that I did so last week. I last played a little bit. A little bit of Satisfactory 5 hours later. No, you see, I've got a bit more of a harder cap because this room gets unbearably warm, and I am already horribly sweaty. Thankfully, you cannot see that. But it is horrible in here. Says, I like how in the animated stage you can see the animation cells slide across screen. Yeah, I will say, AC, though it is, strictly speaking, accurate to, like, people who have been fans of Star Trek, like, from the beginning, to watch it in chronological order. It's quite a rare experience for someone to actually do that these days, because, like, a lot of people sort of a younger age group will have you know, maybe seen like Next Generation first and sort of watched through that, and then have gone back to the older stuff, so they kind of have a little bit of nostalgia goggles, sort of getting them through the sort of rougher parts of those. Because obviously there's been so many iterations of Trek, and it was on TV screens since, like, from, like, 1987 to something like 2003, I think, is around the time that you're not picking up? You gonna pick up? There we go. But yeah, because it was on screen for so long, so it means, like, yeah, a lot of people have, like, you know, they didn't have that experience. So I imagine it'll be a very interesting thing to see, because you'll get to see it, like, a sort of yeah, this kind of chronological thing that, yeah, most people just would not experience it like that. Although I believe there is pushing, like, 800 episodes of Star Trek, so in total. So yeah. Hello there, Sanity. It's 27 days. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Actually, come to think of it, the only Trek I haven't seen all of... I should fucking continue, shouldn't I? 'Cause it takes a while to load usually. The only Trek I haven't seen all of is Prodigy, which is the kids animated show. I've seen like the introductory arc of it, which is pretty good. But yeah, that's the only thing I haven't seen. But I've seen every other one. So brace yourself for season TNG seasons 1 and 2. Yes. There's a podcast where they're going through Star Trek in universe chronologically. So they started with Enterprise and now they're on to Discovery. That's a rough way to watch it. Fuck me, that's a rough way to watch it. Say what you like about Discovery, but after a few seasons, it found its footing, and and its last season was actually genuinely good. Enterprise never had a good season; it just had a less bad season. All right. It's been a week since I played this, so where the fuck did I leave it? What was the last thing I did? Because I know I'm sort of very much in a halfway thing. Right, so what have I got? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Here's what I was doing. So I've got all this hooked up. Oh yeah, I'd gone and hooked up some stuff over there. What the fuck was it? Oh yeah, I got coal so I could make steel. That's what I was doing. I was doing my steel stuff. There we go. I was asking my friend, should I do release or chronological? Yeah, like I say, I think it's I don't think either way is like the best way, almost, because the thing is, the shows aren't in chronological order, so like there's a lot of different ways you can watch Trek, a lot of different ways. I mean, frankly, if someone was starting now, I don't know. I don't know how would Strange New Worlds work for someone if they had no knowledge of Trek going into it. Because I think it's it's like the most consistently good series out the gate, but also, would it be like way too like there's too much like internal knowledge you kind of have to have? I don't know. It's one of those things that's impossible for me to fucking tell because like I'm too deep into it. Oh yeah, as Goth said there, Mobius. Yeah, the fact that there's not like simpler ways around certain things is a very knowing like intentionality of from the devs. Okay. Maress is good, but she's no to Anna. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hard drive. Scan hard drive. All right. Who's Ta'ana? She's a character from the lower decks, AC. She's also a Cation, like Maress is. But I have a soft spot for the character because A, she's a curmudgeon doctor, and as we all know, Star Trek has a fine heritage of curmudgeonly doctors. But also she's drawn in the exact same way that I draw myself, but a cat. So I have a soft spot for her. Alright, what the fuck am I doing? Well, okay, so I've done that. Okay, yeah, so this is the last thing I did. I made my steel production under here, which is all running pretty slow. Okay, let's reattach the thing so I don't need the... Thank you very much. Another pathetic Chad. Feels rude saying that. Marissa's occasion, I can't for life of me remember what race Arix is. Yeah, I can't remember. I think the only other one of those that really shows up is in fucking lower decks. I mean, because it would be a nightmare to like make. All right, okay. Let's get my melee combat on. So I want to get the thing that you twat people with. Okay. Shall the slunt begin? we shall slunt, and I apologise to anyone who is not familiar. I'm not saying a word I shouldn't say. It is a combination of slug and hunt. To slunt. It's not weird, trust me. Okay, my thingies are up here. Endoshin, that's the better. Right, let's go and grab... Oh, fuck. I forgot that I put a hole there. Let's get up and down. Right, okay, let's go and see what I've got. What I think I need to do next is to get the, like, the, what's the word? Oh, thank you, Penguin, for gifting a sub. to Elder Cat. Thank you very much. By the way, if you rewatched the Realm of Chaos books, and now I'm eyeing up how much it costs to go to Warhammer World from Belfast to get the reprints. I'm sorry. If you were doing that, you might want to call them up and check if they've got any, because they don't always have them in. Just so you know. What? Oh yeah, of course these are going off here to make. Is it cubes? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's grab these so I can dump those. All right. And yes, there is a live action cat person. Ah. Okay. Right, okay, what's the next?
Inflated your pocket dimension,
we've done all that.
added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Okie dokie. Right, we'll set that up as the next thing. Now, first off, what we need to do is we need to make the Xeno Basher. So I need 2 Xeno Zappers. Got all those, and I just need that. Alright. Isn't there a cat person stripper who attacks Kirk in 5? Yes, there is. It is important to remember that Star Trek is fucking weird. And I was thinking about this. Because, like, with Strange New Worlds, it's obviously doing some stuff that's like, it's not like it's like messing with canon per se, because it's not really. But there are some parts where it's like brushing up against do I not have? Oh, idiot! It's in my hands. That's why I couldn't fucking. Ugh. It's brushing up against canon in sort of an interesting way, and I think like sometimes people think that Star Trek has like a much more consistent canon than it actually has. Like I used to be a lot more prissy about it. Let's get here we go. Yeah. Come on, do the thing. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Star Trek had a much more consistent canon, but when you go back, and especially like when you look at like TOS and stuff like that, and then go to TNG, and then going from TNG onwards, you start spotting all these little like discrepancies in canon, and you realise that Star Trek has never actually had a particularly consistent canon, but it does a very good impression of having one. And that's what it really has. Again, this should help. And appearing to have a consistent canon is actually way more important than having one. And have a good birthday. Thank you, Hans. Oh. With canon, especially in Star Trek, treat it like a non-Newtonian fluid. You'll have much more fun, Tali. Yeah. It's like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, you can break through if you gently push at it, and that's fine. It's only really a problem when you start really hammering into it hard, and it starts undermining the basic premises on which stories are based. So you don't, because when you don't understand stakes because you're messing with it too much, that can be an issue. But in general, it's fine. Just don't worry about it too much. Although one thing I did really like the most, this is not a real spoiler because it's like just a bit of set decoration. But in the most the last episode of Strange New Worlds second season, they literally go to a planet and they're like, "Oh yes, this is like a colony planet, which they've based off like mid 20th century Earth." Like they don't explain it; they're just like, "Yeah, they've just done that." And I love that. They don't make a big deal about it. It's just, yeah, this is just a thing they do. I fucking love that so much. It's basically like, yeah, I want to make something of it. What I've been told, the only consistent thing in Trek is it being pro-civil rights stuff. Yeah, I mean, it is. Star Trek is generally can generally be be relied upon to be progressive for its time. Sometimes that means it's some stuff doesn't appear super progressive by today's standards. There's a few TNG episodes where it kind of drops the ball on that kind of front, but as a general rule, they're pretty fucking good. Which is why it's weird when people talk about, oh, Star Trek going woke. It's like, I find it difficult to believe that some people doing that are, not a lot of the people doing that are sincere, because it's like, look, you fucking know what the show is. Don't be a dickhead. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you make that from steel. Okay, interesting. Let's go with that, because that's another way to make coal if I really need it. And it's a good thing, and I greatly approve. Oh no, AC. I'm not saying you're not. This is just part of the discourse around Star Trek these days. No, it's good. I think Star Trek handles talking about politics generally pretty damn well. Something which a lot of shows can't say for themselves. Okay. Oh, what I'm doing, by the way, if you're wondering, is I'm just trying to increase, like, the input here. Because I'm just trying to, get these so that these are getting enough iron into them. I suppose what I could do is try and lead some more iron into this system. I suppose that'd be a sensible option, wouldn't it? So maybe we'll go on a mini slunt that's also mostly a search for iron. That one? Is it just one, like... Yeah. There's just one over there. Let's go get that, then. But yeah, no. I think one of the things I like, because Star Trek's obviously got a bit of a woolly canon, I do greatly approve one of the things that Strange New Worlds does really well is that it sort of straddles the line in a really kind of impressive way of like balancing new Trek kind of stuff whilst also dealing with the sort of like silliness of old Trek and sort of leaning into it in ways that I think are honestly just charming as hell. Yeah, just back here. Oh, bugger me. Yeah, that is a whole thing in DS9. Would be intrigued to see how you feel about DS9 AC, considering that, like, I know a lot of people consider that to be, myself included, consider that to be one of the stronger points of Star Trek. Like, when DS9 is good, DS9 is real good. As things go on, one of my plans is to try and basically flatten out the dunes by just building a factory on top of them, like I'm doing here. And then a lot of these things will probably end up being, like, effectively in the basement. So I won't have to deal with the undulating dunes. DS9 is kind of Star Trek's more scrungly, edgy phase, and I'm here for it. Yeah. It's the interesting thing. It's when Star Trek let itself be a little bit more, ambiguous about things, and I think it's a strong look for it. Oh, it's not perfect. It's got some ropey bits, and I think that the okay. And it's not like it's free of terrible episodes. I mean, I know I'm not necessarily in the majority here, but I think the DS9 Mirror Universe episodes are fucking terrible. They're like the only episodes I skip on a rewatch because I just do not care for them. But I know I'm not. I am not. Like, not everyone feels that way, but yeah. It's like Voyager can be pretty good at times as well, but it's just overall it just really really misses the mark overall, in my opinion. I mean, to be honest, the only show I'd say is like, look, how are we feeling? Do we kind of, yeah, DS9 does have Far Beyond the Stars, which I think is my favourite Star Trek episode. But how we fit? Do we think that Enterprise is the worst Trek series? Is that like is that an agreed upon thing, or is that changed with new Trek coming out? Because I know some people have very strong opinions about some of it. Especially Picard. People fucking hate Picard. I don't quite understand it myself. I think I got to see a different version of the show to everyone else, which was imperfect, but was not without its charm. Because most people seem to fucking hate it. Alright, I think we're actually getting... looks like yeah, okay, we're actually getting the right amount. Okay. So we're doing 30 per minute. Let's actually... We're getting enough in now we can actually start thinking about the maths behind this. Because, yeah, these are all starting to really back up now, so yeah. The system is working. Excellent. But yeah, so if all these will function, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what? 210? Yeah, 210. That should be 210 iron ingots per minute. Alright. Okay, so we need basically the same amount of these as those. And we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Do these use the same amount, or I think this is slightly less. Yeah, this is less. Okay, so basically I need 2 more of these worth to fully stock all of these. What I'm looking at here is the per minute usage and stuff, so, and output. All right. The parts of Enterprise saying I think it's better than most of Discovery. The thing about Discovery is, and feel free to disagree if you want. You know, no one can tell you what you like and what you don't. But I think the difference is that Discovery got good and Enterprise never did. Which I think is the big thing for me that means that change. If Discovery was just the first 2 seasons of it, I would agree that Discovery is probably the weakest series. But season 3's pretty good, and season 4's just great. Whereas Enterprise had, I think, like, I know a lot of people don't like season 3 because it's what if Star Trek did 9/11, but I at least think it had like a narrative drive then, and so I found it more interesting. But the first 2 seasons just kind of piddle around, and the last season kind of returns to piddling around, but just like 10% better. I think one of the other differences is that Enterprise at least has the benefit of it's not serialized in the same way. So, like, if you enjoy one episode, you can enjoy that out of context, whereas you can't really do that with Discovery or Picard because they're, you know, consistent serialized stories. So, which is another one of the interesting things about, you know, a whole new Trek and all that. Enterprise also had the biggest kick in the balls as a finale. Okay, it does, although I will say the last 30 seconds of it are pretty fucking nice. That made me happy. The rest of the episode didn't. Although it is not without its joy, which I won't spoil for people that haven't seen it. But it is a terrible. It is terrible at serving as a finale. I can say that. It'd be a really cool mid-season episode, I feel, but doesn't work well as a finale because it's not really a finale for the show. It's a mid-season finale for another show. What the fuck am I doing? I'm just hopping around like a fucking idiot. Alright, what I reckon I should do is okay, right, yeah, I think we actually do need to do some slunting. Because I want to, because I don't want to be building too much. So let's just upgrade those a little bit. And that requires some slugs. And I don't think I have the thing for... Alright, so I need 25 of those to do that. Alright, I can now scan, so that I can scan for slugs, which is always useful. I need to go and grab the thingies, the rotors. A real fun fact about the model photography in the motion picture is that to get the Aztecing effect on the ship, the way you can see the different panels of it, they got in a special guy to come and glaze lots of different colours over the over like the paneling of the ship so that it reflected colours differently at different angles. Which A is why it looks so ungodly pretty, and why it never looks that pretty again because they've repainted it for the other movies. But also was an absolute fucking nightmare to light because it did reflect things in such a weird way that when it worked, it looked amazing, but when it didn't work, was the rest of the time. But I am prone to saying these things. I fucking love model work. It makes me happy. Alright. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Okay, so I just need some copper wire. Do-do-do-do. All right. Okay, so I can now overclock. Excellent. Right, is this all adding up? Forgive the slight dullness of what I'm doing now. I'm just seeing if that is consistently holding at 3, because if so, I need more iron coming into the system. Does appear so. Right, okay, cool. Right, we can add more iron. We have the technology. We have the iron ore, because there's another one close by, wasn't there? Yep, there we go. Just 150 meters there. Missing out on the part of the childhood experience where theme tunes are burned into your memory. Oh yeah, that's a real. That is a fucking thing. Like the whole thing that like. Oh, all right, okay. Being attacked by the hogs. Yeah, it's a real thing having the whole the Star Trek themes like wedged in your brain. It's like the whole thing of the should I move this around a little bit? Yeah, I probably should. Let's be sensible about this. That like I'm not like the hugest fan of Voyager or anything, but like okay. But like sometimes I'm just like watch it, you know, I'll watch it and I'll like hit a theme tune and I'm just like, man, fucking this theme tune's great. But it's just, it's just part of my brain. Like I have spent such an obscene amount of my life watching fucking Star Trek. It is fucking untrue. And like they do some fun stuff with themes in the 3rd season of Picard, and I'd be lying if I said that didn't get me a little bit. Okay. Right, we're doing that. Actually, how much does a single one actually mine? Okay, it generates 120 per minute, so yeah. That's in... and one does not wish to stew in one's own juices. Highly unsanitary. At the very least, positively vulgar. Yeah, I think it's down here. Yeah, that's where I've got my steel production. In a few months, Flat Earth, the Netflix doc H-Mon's video and Folding Ideas video came out about Flat Earth, each with a different focus. Yeah, yeah, I can say this, like, obviously, like, the type of stuff we cover and the nature in which we do it does give us somewhat limited scope on things sometimes. That means we can't quite go as hard about things, but I will say that Dan Olsen's work is fucking ridiculous, and every time a new one comes out, I'm always left feeling like inspired to make stuff myself, you know? Which I think I feel is one of the best praises that you can give for a creative work, is that it makes you want to do your own. Just wildly impressive work. Do that. No reason to fuck around. Yeah. I know that one day it will happen where we will just fucking bite the bullet and go, you know what, we are just gonna, like, make some obscenely long fucking video, but oh boy, that day is not today, because fucking hell. I'm having enough trouble making the next fucking Codex compliant, and that's just like a regular, like, 16, 17 minute long video. Okay, I think we are all sorted. I think everything is moving. Yeah, everything's moving at a nice pace. Maybe I'll upgrade these just... I mean, there's nothing getting in the way of the flow. Oh, God damn it, I got myself stuck again. Oh, man. Now I'm remembering why I normally don't put, like, ground level. Oh, yeah, I can just fucking exit out the back, can't I? I'm a smart boy. There we go. That's fully done. That's fully done. The last one's fully done, then we are fine, and we've... Yep, there we go, there we go. Power is all sorted for a bit. Yeah, that's fine for a bit. That's fine for a bit. There we go. Alright, okay. Right, let's head on back and just see how things are operating, and we will wrap up. Really need to go through the research to build the little Doom buggy. It is a lot of fun. fine. Thank you, Longship. Although I am just sorry that the video is no longer up for somewhat annoying reasons, but such is life. Such is life. What was I doing? Oh yes, because we've got all that. This is all going to pretty much stay the same. So I should just I didn't know. Yeah, no. For people that didn't say the C, I won't dwell on it because frankly, it's been a real shitter of a few days. Because of it. We had an issue with some past comments that John had made, and we no longer felt comfortable promoting the book on our channel. So. I don't want to get into it specifically, but that's why the thing is no longer on the channel. Okay. Well, we can see the rods are producing a lot better because even though there's not much coming over here, a lot more is coming over here. And that's all backed up, so that's good. Does that mean that's actually full over there? Ah, yes, we actually have a solid thing full of that, and that's full of that, and that's building up there. Okay. Corvus, I will give you context for what it is, just so I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with their money and what they feel comfortable with doing. The comments were related to saying that basically it's about there's too much wokeness around and all that, and you know what that means. If you want to look into it, there's a Goonhammer article that talks about it, and it is up to you if you feel comfortable. If you do, if you feel comfortable giving money, I'm not going to judge you one bit. It's up to you. I frankly want no further part in the discussion because having to deal with all this, finding out after the fact and then taking the video down and then having to have a few awkward conversations here and there, I would I'd rather put the whole thing behind us. It's been a really unpleasant few days because of it, and I basically took my birthday off from thinking about it. But again, I reiterate, make your own decision if you think it's not a big deal, whatever. I don't care. Okay, right. So everything is running a lot smoother now. I know I haven't really done that much that's showy, but this is running a lot better. Oh, this is all right backed up. Is this all? Oh, this is all fucking backed up now. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So this actually means, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is all, yeah. What did Snipe get? Oh, for my birthday, currently, nothing. I know, it's terrible. No. No, I haven't told her what I wanted, because I didn't know what I wanted, so, we had a nice takeaway and stuff, so. I am happy. I am content. Yeah, okay, so I'll wrap up here. And mod help, no. It was less from people giving us grief over it, and it was more from discovering and then going, ah, shit, we've got to do the right thing, haven't we? And the right thing is a pain in the ass. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, yeah. So we've done a bit. We've done. You know, I've done a bit here, done a bit here, done a bit there. Sort of expanded a bit. Next thing will be to sort of start pulling things. Oh, what do you do? Why aren't you working now? Ooh, something's going screwy. Oh, it's probably these fucking things again, isn't it? Well, they're saying that they're not producing that much. Did I? Is there a fuck up over? Yeah, they're all running. What's going on with the coal? What's going on over there? Okay, I guess we'll deal with that now. Because otherwise I'll not know what's fucking going off. Ooh, I'm wondering if it's maybe not getting enough water to the full system or something. I'm afraid not, what the hell. I'm sorry. Right, let's see what the Jeff is going on over here. Right, that's all fine, and I've... Okay. Water. Yep, it's water. Okay, yep, water's the issue. Okay, right, we just need to... Alright, how much water does everything need? 45, so that's 45, 180. Right, how much water comes down a single pipe? Max flow is 300, so that should not be a problem. But I probably need another pumping station on the end. That'll be it, won't it? Because if I need 180 and that produces 120, yep, there we go. Oh, okay, right. Let's go back and get some rotors. Okay, right. We figured out the problem, everybody. We figured out the problem. Although, okay, yeah, I should do, rather than just overclocking it, because if I overclock it, then I'm using more power, and then that just produces more problems down the line. Like, before you're building nuclear reactors and functionally power becomes more or less free. Okay. Rotors are produced up here. I just need to tend to the dang things. Alright, there we go. Watch Alien again for the first time in years. To cut, and I've forgotten how intricate and gorgeous it is. Oh, Alien is fucking beautiful. In that it's horrible and grim, but it's so intricate. Like, the only reason that Alien is not my favourite horror movie is because John Carpenter's The Thing exists. And yeah, that's pretty much the only reason. Because because the thing is just on a different level. But Alien's great. I think yeah, I'm sure we went to go to the cinema to watch like when it was re-released, like a few years ago, which was really nice. Okay, accurate, astute point. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, I fucking love Alien. It's great. And Aliens is a really good sci-fi action movie, but just, you know, it's not the same kind of horror movie. Is this shallow enough for me to... Yeah, there we go. We're fine. Well, you know what? For all my talk of slunting, we have not slunted. Hey, there we go. Oh. There's a cat. And a hog. Let's deal with the hog and then let's deal with the cat. Is it dead? Yes, it is dead. Good, good. It's hard to tell. This might be an issue, because this is quite a small bit of water. Do I have space? Or is it a monster hog? It might be a monster hog. Lady Grox is currently on a not-so-scary alien encounter movies run. She just finished watching Sphere with Dustin Hoffman and Samuel Jackson. I don't think I've ever actually seen Sphere.
Personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
I don't think I've ever seen that. The one I keep meaning to watch, because I've just never got around to it, and to my shame, I must say that I have not yet seen Event Horizon. I keep fucking meaning to watch it, because it is very much my jam. I really put the pole a million mile away. That was the arachnophobic filter in play, wasn't it? Yes, yes. Okay, now let's just hope everything holds long enough for the water to get all the way down the pipe. Because that's one of the problems. Yep, there we go, there we go. Oh, am I going to have to do some silly shit? Oh, I'm going to have to do some silly shit. How much power do these things need? 20 milliwatts. I believe these produce 20... Oh, these produce 30. So I'll build a pair of these. We'll use these to power these to get the water in the system for a moment. And then that way we don't need to fuck around. I've heard naught but amazing stuff about Event Horizon. Yeah. Yeah, it's on my list of cool. I guess I gotta walk back. Ugh, okay. Well, at least that will give the time for the water to do. Sorry, this was supposed to be a very quick fix, and then it ended up actually being a more complicated thing than I intended it to be. It's a problem with, like, fluid dynamics in games like this. You've got to actually wait for them to fucking, like, work, and they don't work properly unless they've got power behind them. So, if you're running out of power, then you've got a whole thing going on. Yep, no, we don't have enough going on there. Right, okay. My woes are indeed wet, Hypnodisc. I'm dealing with some fucking issues. Right, are we getting pumped up to... Okay, do I need... Oh yeah, I need to grab my fucking shit from the floor. Okay. We'll get there, we'll find my box. Okay, I assume this is all fine. Yeah, this is all full of water. Everything is fine on this end. There we go. I'll just avoid standing on that fucking log. Cursed log. I just want to configure the pipeline. Alright, so that is all doing its job. That is pulling from that. Okay, right. Let's hook up to the pumps. Just realised. Oh yeah, I did. For a second there, I was like, did I change the game on Twitch to Satisfactory? I assumed I did, because no one came in and went, by the way, you didn't change it. Okay, we're still... Right. So... God's fucking dang it. Let's put that in there. What? Why? Oh, do these take more power than that, actually? So that generates 30, and that takes... I don't know. How much do they take? Oh, okay. I know. I get it. I seize it. I seize the issue. Because I wildly overcomplicated the thing by just being silly. There we go. Fucking overthinking like crazy there. Alright, is that enough to get it up there? Because that would be great. but let's just we can work with this. We can work with this. Just take that off there. And I guess that's fine. Right, okay, we are now, yeah, okay, here we go. Oh. Fine, fuck, okay. We'll let this fill up with water, turn it on, and then we'll hook everything back up to its original power source, and then we should be golden. Alright. The things I do for fun? Bish, bash, and bosh. Okay. Yep, everything's holding steady. Cool, 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 cool. Right, then I just need to hook these two things up, and then we are sorted. There's probably something to be said about what games like this can do for, like, your problem solving. Because you do have to, like, go quite methodical sometimes to find out what the actual issue is with something. It's like, ah, yes. Yes, I know that grid has shut down. It makes sense that it has shut down because it's not actually a grid. Not really. Okay, cool. Ah, Jesus, okay. Fucking Christ, thank God. Everything's fine now. Oh, I did just see a slug. I know there's a bunch of them around here, but I saw one that's tantalizingly close to the surface. Catch a live stream to see it goes home. Oh, thank you, Emperor. Thank you very much. I don't know if we're necessarily thriving, but we are existing, and that's all I can really ask for. But I appreciate it. So I gave you a little, not the biggest slunt today, but we had a little slunt. The slugs must be hunted, for this is what hunters do. Right, we'll do one final check to make sure that things are maintaining steadily, which they should be. The maths dictate that they should be, but. The maths are based on there not being anything getting in, you know, any externalities. And we are free. Okay, excellent, excellent. So I doubled the power output, and everything's fine, and I didn't fuck anything up, and we didn't have to jury rig power to the pumps to get everything back on an even kilter. No one saw that. There's no VOD of that will prove it, and if you're watching it live and you think that you just saw me fuck up, you didn't. That was a false memory. Yeah. Yep. A moderate slunt rather than all-out balls-to-the-wall sluntathon. Well, the problem with a big sluntathon is that I'm early enough in the game that I don't have like a jump pack or anything, so like, you know, you kind of need that for a real good slunting. Even the smallest slunt is valid. This is true. This is true. This is true. We appreciate all sizes of slunt in this community. But yeah, no. Well, thank you for joining me on this sort of post-birthday stream, I suppose. Oh, I very much appreciate it. And yeah, thank you very much to the people who subbed and donated. Also very much appreciated. I am now going to go and drink a very cold drink and go lie down in a dark room. So thank you very much. You all take care and good night.